Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I do a notepad in my traveler's notebook that I use as a wallet. So I got the idea from the wallet, I guess notepads that we get from Cocoa Daisy. And this is the one from last summer that went with the Lemon Grove kit, and these are really cute and I kind of adapt these anyway. But this is designed to hold the notepad right in there, and then you put your pen in there. Oops, where's my pen? I get it. There it is. So you put your pen in there, and then you got your notepad. Well, I couldn't leave that alone, so I use the same size, passport size wallet, and so that's what this is going to be. And I converted this to be what this does, and I'll show you the inside of this one in a minute. And I added some pockets to hold my cards and things, but we don't get these cute notepads every month. So I take the notepad and I use it a lot and convert it and put it inside my Foxy Fix Traveler's Notebook, #1 passport size. So let me show you how I do that. Take this little guy out. I'm going to use that for later. Put this over to the side. So in this notebook, it's a little bit different. It has the strings like I put in this one. When it comes from Cocoa Daisy, it has one string in it, and so I added more on either side and then added my own strings to it. So I made this look like this, but this month we don't have a notepad, so I'm going to use the actual traveler's notebook. It has pockets in it. These are pedal pockets. That's what it's called, and it has the pin loop. It also has a little pocket here and a big pocket at the back. So it works really, really well as a wallet, except when you try to put the notepad in it, it doesn't stay. The notepad won't stay by itself. So I take my trusty little pedal pocket template that I use. I've cut off the back of one and just saved it. And first off, I always have to check what I need to do. So if you slide the back of the notebook in there, then you can cut it and then it'll sit nicely and you can be able to use it for the rest of your wallet. So I always check to make sure which side I'm going to cut. So then I take it, the back of this, and it has to go this way because this is the way that it looks at you. So I need this accounts for the pin loop here. So I need, when you're looking at it, for that be notched out for the pin loop. So you have to do it backwards when you're looking at it upside down. So then I take my pen and I just trace it. And once you get it in here, it doesn't have to be exact. Well, this part needs to be pretty exact. And I always end up trimming it again. But this I'll have to cut off. Doesn't matter if it's really straight right there. Because the pedal pockets don't go all the way down. So if I wanted to put one of this down in there, it won't fit, but it really won't go down in there at all. So I have to, where's something else I can put? Oh, this little guy. So, no, you're not even gonna fit today. Let's see. Here's a card. So if you're gonna put a card in, they don't go all the way down. That's as far as that goes. So this would go further if it will be allowed to go all the way in. So I always cut it off right here to make it fit. So let's do that. Again, it does not have to be perfect. It does not have to be straight. I usually end up modifying it, testing it, and tweaking it every time I do this. You have to be really careful though when you handle it that you don't mess up the binding that's on there. The one that I just showed you, has been messed up and had to tape it. So Okay, so I cut that notch in. Now I'll just cut the other one. Okay, so don't need these anymore. Okay, so you can see this looks like this. So then the next thing we're going to do is always test it. Put it here so that you can see if it's going down far enough. So you see it's got to sit over because the supports for that pin loop come over this way. So it has to sit over enough in order for it to sit flush, which is why it has the notches like it does. So then I slide that down, and then I want it to sit inside the notebook, you know, so it doesn't stick out over the top. Well, that looks pretty good. So then I can just test it with the pin, see how the pin goes. There we go, the pin works. So now I've made this from this. So now, next thing I'm gonna do is, I always decorate this, and I use these inserts. They're dashboard, they call them dashboard inserts, but they're actually pockets. So in here, I have a blank one somewhere. Here's a blank one. So they're clear plastic, and then they have these pockets that you can slide things in. So see, I could slide that in, and that's what I do is I decorate the Cocoa Daisy papers and things, and then I slide them in here. And then I have this, it's always nice and pretty. So this is a picture of my husband and a picture of my daughter. This is when we went to Holland. We took a picture, so I pulled that out and stuck that in my wallet this month. And then this is the card that Christine always puts in, where she says, describes the kid on the back, the insert, and I put that across there because it was such a pretty card. I just put that in there. I always carry this with me. So I like this to be at the front, so I'm just going to pop that in the strings. So there, I've got part of it ready to go. And then I do two, so I've got this one set, and I just thought this was pretty paper, so I left it because I just really like looking at these vases of tulips. I carry the calendar with me so that I always have it to look at when I'm at doctor's appointments or wherever. And then this, I did a little bit different this time. This is a tag. You can see this is a tag, and I have another tag on there. You can see the back of it. See, there's another tag attached and sticky notes on top of that. Now, how this turned out kind of cool is when I get it to work, I can slide the tag in there, and because I tied the two tags together, so I got the sticky notes on the outside, and the tag for the support goes down inside there. Or if it looks like this is going to get messed up, I can just slide the sticky notes all back in there, and then it doesn't get lost. So kind of like the way that turned out. So then I'll put this one in, and then I always carry a notepad, and these I don't usually decorate simply because I change them out every month, and this is always full of decorations, and then I can switch these out easier. Then I don't like to mess up these covers. So I'm starting with a new one this month. And this I just put notes. And then I always carry the swatch card with me. So if I'm at a store somewhere, I can look and I can add. I always like to add papers every month. But the stores have been closed this month, so I haven't been able to add anything. So then, and here goes cards that are functional. And then I always put my debit card and my driver's license in there. And then there's one more piece that goes to this. And that is a wallet insert. So I use this wallet insert. I'm going to use this white one. And this has another pocket on the inside. There's a place that I put cash. This holds coins, and I do get a few coins. I don't get a whole lot, but I always put this in there. And this being white, and whenever I get some other more delicate leathers that scratch easily, I love having these dashboards in here because they protect the wallet and it doesn't get marked up as much. So this is going to go in here. A little bit tighter to get, but it does sit there nicely. And then that goes in, and then we're all set. and ready to go. It's a little bit thick right now just because it's got so many things in it. And looks like I need to tweak that. Okay, so see how that's not sitting really smooth? I need to move the notepad over that way. So let's trim it. Pull it back out. So I need to trim this side a little more. Okay, so let's see how that goes. Put it in there carefully. That gives it room to slide over so that it ends up sitting nicely in there. See, that made it sit better. I could probably still move it over a little bit, but I'm gonna live with that for a while and see how that works. So the coolest thing I like about this is that I can put my grocery list on here. So like I'm going to the store tomorrow. I know I need to get milk. I got to get some more bread. And my husband asked for ice cream. Now, I will forget the ice cream if I don't write it down. So what's cool about that is I make the list, what I need to get, because I keep a chalkboard in my kitchen of what the grocery store list needs to be. And then you just take this off. And when I get to the store, pull this out, put it right there, and it's tucked in, and my list is all ready to work with. So all I got to do now is add a couple of decorations. I like to do flat decorations in my wallet, so I really like these clips that come. Slide those down in there. Ah, that one doesn't want to stick. These are hard. Slide those down in there and see if he'll sit. I think I can get him just to sit really nicely. So there you have it. It's all set and ready to go. Oops, turn that around the other way. Sadly, I don't know. There we are. We're all set and ready to go. Thank you for joining me.